it doesn't necessarily, mean an awful lot, apart from the fact at least we know who we're playing. We knew we were in the next round, and that we had to obviously improve again from the last day in order to be competitive in the next round. So listen, the bottom line is we're motoring on and continuing our preparations. We have a bit more detail now. At least we know who we're playing, and we can make any arrangements around that.
Were you impressed with their win over Tipp and the manner that they won the game?
Yeah, listen, they played really, really well. They controlled the game for long spells too, and they got some great goals. They showed a lot of composure, I suppose, and experience too in that last quarter in terms of being able to see the game out and got the big scores when they were required. So yeah, listen, it goes without saying, we know that this is a huge, huge challenge for us on Sunday. So that was, they came through that game with a lot of confidence, I'm sure, and obviously they bring that into the game now next Sunday. So listen, we've got to go now and get our preparations right this week and make sure that we produce a performance that's much, much better than what we did last time.
Is there any added advantage to Shane ONeill being at the helm for Galway, having John Fitzgerald in the backroom team, just in the fact that they will have had that sharper eye maybe on Limerick as I suppose Limerick people and fans over the last couple of years, or is that just rubbish maybe?
Sure. I suppose you can never know enough about players, so whatever you do know, can always be of an assistance to you. But I know that Shane would obviously have worked very closely with the Piersheet lads, but likewise, again, maybe our lads worked very closely with Shane over that period of time as well. So listen, I think one trades off the other.
Yeah, and John, I suppose just a lot of talk as well about the physicality of teams remaining in the competition, and that winter hurling maybe suits them. Do you buy that at all? That's, I suppose, that opinion.
Listen, the games are very physical. There's no two ways about that. And whilst the ground isn't, as it would be in summertime, the conditions have been tough at times. This weekend it was great to see the weather, improve significantly. And it did aid the games. There's no two ways about that. And hopefully, with a bit of luck next weekend, the weather won't be too bad, and that it won't be as inclement as it has been at times during the championship. For everyone, really, for the officials, for the players, for the people at home watching. I think it would be nice if we got another dry weekend just for the games to go off and let the teams get out and do what they're good at, and that's playing the game and playing it at the highest possible standard.
There obviously is a lot of residual hurt in Galway from the 2018 defeat, and I suppose from the manner in which they failed to qualify last year, and indeed I suppose more recently the manner in which they lost the Leinster final. Their bounce back against Tipperary was very, very impressive. Obviously they haven't forgotten 2018.
Yeah, but I suppose again it goes back to my point, Matt, for us, the past is the past. That's if that's what somebody else wants to engage in reflection and reflective thought on, previous games, previous encounters, previous championships, that's fine. But, that doesn't hold any state in 2020. And, we only have to look to yesterday, what state did Tipperary, not having won a championship in Munster for 85 years, have yesterday? None. And what state did Cavan, not having won one for 25 years, have yesterday? None. It's down to the team that really wants it on the day, and that's all that matters, and that's all that's going to matter next Sunday. And what happened in the last 2 years, 3 years or 30 years isn't going to have any bearing on the result on Sunday. What's going to matter on Sunday is how we perform and how we work as a group together in terms of determining our own fate for Sunday next.
And on progress of having the extended panel go to Croke Park?
Oh yes, sorry. I haven't heard anything from anybody on that match, so I can only presume that the status quo remains, and that the arrangements that were in place to date are the arrangements that are in place for next weekend.
because certainly you've kickstarted a wave of calls for it, because we see Mickey Graham come out. We saw, was it Dean Rock coming out over the weekend?
Yeah, well, listen, it's the unity that's involved in these groups is not unique to us. It's in every group, you know. So, you know, the level of commitment and dedication and professionalism that the players bring to their daily lives around being a member of an inter-county panel is all encompassing, and for them to be at home watching it with their parents or their partner or whatever, you know, is a very difficult place to be. It's hard to feel valued when you're at home, and listen, we'll just have to wait and see what way it pans out. I obviously made my point clear. I'm delighted to see others now coming out and making their position clear. But listen, at the end of the day, we're not the decision makers, and we'll just have to accept whatever comes our way and keep focused on the job in hand on Sunday and getting our performance right on Sunday.
The fact that the game is in Croke Park, does it provide a much greater logistical challenge due to the COVID regulations than, we'll say, the Munster Championship games in Cork and Thurles?
It means a difference, definitely. It definitely makes a difference. But you know what? A nice difference at the same time, you know, because we've been through that 3 times now in Munster. So heading to Croke Park excites us, you know. We've waited a long time to get back to Croke Park. We love playing in Croke Park. And why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't anyone love and look forward to going to Croke Park to play hurling? It's a great privilege, a great honour to go there to play, and we're very much looking forward to it. And whatever challenges might lie in us having to logistically get it organised, we'll more than happily take on those challenges.